What's up, guys? Packers Production Jerry with another video for all you guys, and today just want to kind of come on here and talk about the future of the channel and kind of just the channel in general. Um, this video is totally unplanned, by the way. It's 10:38 on a Saturday night, and I was just kind of sitting here, looking at the channel, just thinking of how far we've come. Uh, it's been almost 6 years that I've had this channel. We started this on, I think it was October 13th, 2020, which is, it's crazy. 6 years. That is insane. Yeah, October 13th, 2020, which is absolutely insane. And I was just kind of sitting here, reminiscing about everything, just kind of looking through the channel. And, we've come a long way. I hit 100 subscribers February 23rd, 2021. We have 300,000 views on the channel, 514 videos, and it's just crazy. My little corny description here that I made in like 2020. I was just sitting here looking at everything, and it's just crazy how far I've came. I had a channel before this. It was in 2020. I had 46 subscribers, and it got terminated, unfortunately. And then I actually almost gave up. I almost didn't make this channel. I was sitting there. I remember I was like, is it even worth it? My friends were making fun of me for having a channel in general. Like, they found it somehow, and then they were making fun of me, watching my videos, and, just nagging at me for it. And that kind of gave me motivation, actually, to make this channel, because I was sitting there, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this channel, and I'm going to get to 100 subscribers. I'm going to prove them all wrong. I'm going to show them that, this isn't a joke. Like, I'm actually out here trying. And then I made the channel, and I started uploading videos, and this was actually the 2020 season, which was a phenomenal season. Rodgers won MVP, went to the NFC Championship game, and lost. But, this season was huge, it was one of the greatest Packers seasons I've ever witnessed. It's just so memorable. A lot of these videos I remember making, I was trying so hard back then to just rack up views and, just become something. I remember this video right here was my first big video. It got 1,000 views in 24 hours, I remember. Obviously, it slowed down a shit ton, but I remember when it hit 1,000, I was like, holy crap, like, I'm on top of the world. And then from then on, I just kept uploading and uploading and uploading. And, it was a big deal to me, and I'm really glad I made this channel. And, the future of it is one day I hope that, obviously, like I've told you guys before, we plan to do a podcast. If you guys follow No Context Packers on Instagram, me and my best friend own that page, has 20,000 followers, and we're planning on starting a podcast here pretty soon. And kind of my goals with everything is just to have a podcast, have a big community to watch it, and just bring it to the top, and hopefully if it becomes big enough, we can make this our thing, do what Tom Grossi does, do what Cheesehead TV does, just sit there and have people watch you react to games and, just listen to what you have to say about the game of football. And, I love this team so much. I love the game of football so much. It is about, 80% of my life is the Green Bay Packers. Maybe even more, It goes family, Green Bay Packers. This is my thing. And, this is what we are planning that we want to do, It's a big deal to me, and I've been trying at this for 6 years. It's taken a while, but, we're trying to bring it to the next level. And, my biggest goal is to just have people on the podcast that want to talk about football with us, even if it's you guys that are listening right now. If you guys ever want to be a part of this with us, just DM me, My page is PackersProd24 on Instagram, and if you guys ever want to be in the podcast, just DM me. I will make it happen. It will happen. I want you guys to be a part of this journey with us, and if you guys want to be on the podcast, if it's, becomes a big thing, when it becomes a big thing, just DM me. I'd love for you guys to be able to experience the podcast with us. And I kind of made a little logo for it. For now it's called Prodcast. That's kind of the thing for it right now. But, that's kind of the goal for everything. And, over the years I've lost a lot of motivation for this channel. There was a big gap where I didn't upload. I remember, and I try my best, especially with working full time. I remember 2024 right here. This area right here was the roughest stretch of my life. I was working a job I hated. I had no time to upload on here. And, I had a little bit of time. I just didn't have motivation. But, I was trying my best in life. I was just trying to make money, and I hated my job. And then I lost motivation. I really did. And then, I found that motivation again. I started uploading again. And then I hit a little bit of a decline again, as you can see, 1 year ago. And then I didn't upload for months after that. And then now, I kind of hit a really rough part of my life right now, especially when 2026 started. We're a month into 2026, and it's already been a really rough month for me. So I have all the motivation in the world to make this work right now. That's kind of why I was just sitting here, at 10 o'clock at night just looking at the channel, because I'm so motivated to just make it into something. I really want to bring this to the top. And, one day I want to see that number right here. 1,000 is phenomenal. I still can't believe I hit 1,000 subscribers, but one day I want to see this number say 100K. That would be the all-time dream. It's the all-time goal. And, I'm really excited for it to happen someday. This is what I want to do. Right now I'm working at Culver's. I'm trying to just make money right now, but this is my drive. This is my passion. It always has been. Like I said, I'm struggling right now, but, sometimes you just need to come on here and rant to yourself. Coming on here is just therapeutic for me, honestly. And it always has been. Just sitting and talking really helps out. Like I said, I have all the motivation in the world right now to make this work. So I just hope I can look back to this and smile, be like, you did it. So anyways, that's all I really wanted to say tonight. Like I said, it's late, but I just felt the need to make this video tonight. So anyways, thank you for watching. Go Pack Go. See you guys in the next one. And future me, if you're watching this, you did it. All right, see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.